Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for him, and has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome here onto the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. James Barnes alongside Lillian Austin on the camera here this evening as it's the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Kindred Vikings on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass, hard to believe that with the outstanding program they've had over the last few years, they are not ranked in the top 10. They did receive votes in the first Class A, Class B poll released by the North Dakota Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association. But again, just on the outside looking in, Hillsborough Central Valley off to a fantastic start. Of course, we got a ton of their games on your live event. You can also hear head coach Katie Stabler's comments from the first few weeks of the season on our KRJB, rjbroadcasting.com Coach's Corner as well. The rest of the top 10, by the way, South Prairie Max, your number one team. I believe that's the first time in school history, co-op history, that South Prairie Max is a top team in the states in the rankings in girls volleyball. Linton HMB is second. Of course, they've got a strong program. Central McLean third. Both Linton HMB and Central McLean with 2 first-place votes each. South Prairie Max, 5 first-place votes each. Central Cass comes in at number 4. Trinity, Dickinson Trinity, that is 5. North Star 6. Park River, Fortville, Lincoln 7. Langton, Area, Edmore, Munich 8. Carrington 9. And our Redeemers, a perennial powerhouse up in the Magic City, number 10. Again, the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley, the Jaguars of Northern Cass, the Warbirds of Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, the Maple River Raiders, and the Bishop Ryan Lions, all ranked, all receiving votes, I should say, as well. It's Class B poll. Of course, we have number 4 Central Cass and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Big Region 1 matchup tonight on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller has got that one here for you. I'll run through the rest of the schedule a little bit later on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Coming up here next, we'll talk with both head coaches. We'll talk with Angie Johnson of Northern Cass in a little bit. But coming up next, Autumn Schaefer of Kindred here on the Irie Insurance pregame show.
Join the club. If you support Kindred Viking athletes, show up by becoming a member of the Booster Club. Your $20 helps provide student athletes with new training equipment, uniforms, an activity bus, scoreboards, and so much more. Find the form online or scan the code. Everybody up. Show your Viking pride. Join the Booster Club. Kindred Viking Booster Club.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show at tonight's volleyball contest, Region 1 between Kindred and Northern Cass, joined by the Kindred head coach and Autumn Schaefer. And Coach, kind of an up and down season for your ladies to start, but what have you noticed about your squad so far in the first few contests?
They're a very scrappy team. When they want something, they really want it. They go after it a lot. We just got to kind of dig deep and find kind of that competitiveness and that aggression to really get after the game.
Noticing on your roster about half the squad upper class and half the squad lower class. A lot of freshmen on this squad, a lot of youth. I'm sure that's good for the energy, but still some things to figure out.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely have that bold line of we've been here a lot, we played on varsity, we know what this level and this pace kind of looks like, and then some of those girls who have never played at this level, and it's a little intimidating, and it's a lot, and it's a lot of pressure, but they handle and carry themselves very well on both sides of that.
Got a big contest tonight in Northern Cass, former state champions, but they're having a little bit of an up and down season as well. Your thoughts on how you attack them at their place?
Yeah, so far it's anybody's game, it's anybody's season. A lot of teams have been kind of up and down so far, and it's early days, it's very early days. The girls just really have to want it, they have to find that grit, and they have to find the want to win. They have all the skill, they have all the ability and the potential. Now they just need to have the mindset.
What do you want to be able to say, win or loss, at the end of the night to your ladies?
They left it all on the floor. They tried. They gave everything they can. They put their best foot forward, and regardless of the win or the loss, you want to walk away with your head held high.
Autumn Schaefer, head coach of the Kindred Vikings, joining us here on the Irie Insurance Pregame Show. Coach, thanks so much. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
On our pregame interviews ahead of tonight's Region 1 girls volleyball contest between Enderlin and Central Cass, joined by the head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels and Dana Stansberry. And Dana, it's an opportunity schedule-wise to kind of ease your way into the season, but of course you got the big tournament to start things off here at home at the Volley in the Valley. Kind of sum up where your team is at through that tournament and heading into region play.
So we're kind of on the upswing right now. We started out with Sargent County. We went 3 with them. The third set was 29-31, and then we went into the Volley in the Valley. We played some really good teams, and as a team, we're still, I would say we're a new team together. Some of our girls came back from last year, but we have a lot of people in different positions, different roles, and we're figuring out how to work together at this point.
You kind of notice, of course, with every team, there's some nuances, some differences, some strengths and weaknesses. Kind of where are your team's strengths and where are your team's weaknesses?
I would say right now our biggest strength is in our leadership and how well we get along together. Two very, very important things in any sport, but especially important in volleyball. That team concept has to be there, and our girls have that, and that's a big deal. Right now, things that we're working to improve, getting there to close those blocks, playing defense are our focus right now.
Take me through the matchup tonight against Enderlin. Your thoughts on the Eagles this year?
Yeah, so I would say the Enderlin Eagles are probably the most improved team in our region right now. Coming back from last year, they are moving better. We watched them.
My apologies there. It seems like we have a different interview up there for this game for the home coach. We'll get to Angie Johnson's interview here. We'll have the correct interview coming up next. Again, our apologies for the technical difficulties here on yourliveevent.com.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
On the Area Insurance pregame show here ahead of tonight's volleyball contest in YourLiveEvent.com between Northern Cass and Kindred. Talk with the head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars and Angie Johnson. And Angie, as we're talking just a little bit before the interview, a little bit of a different season. Not used to being outside of the top 10. A little bit of ups and downs, but maybe there's more coachable moments in that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not obviously the start that we wanted, but we're just going to continue to learn from it. And watching all the other teams play throughout the region, too, it kind of looks like it's pretty wide open at this point. So,
you think that takes the pressure off a little bit, not being the number one ranked team, maybe being a little bit better for this squad?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we filled a lot of spaces, and even our returners are still new to that leadership role as well. So just, taking the pressure off, letting us be able to learn and get better as a team.
You've got another experienced squad. Again, as we mentioned, maybe take a little bit longer to warm up. But what are the strengths of this team maybe as opposed to previous teams?
You know, I think we return a lot of people and a person in each position. So I think that's really valuable to those underclassmen that are now filling those really big shoes from last year. And I think just this year, I feel a lot more relaxed. I feel there's a little bit more of camaraderie amongst everybody, and just trying to figure out how we can get them to kind of amp up their competitiveness and want to win on the court.
Kindred in about the same spot as your ladies are tonight. They've had some ups and downs. What do you notice about the Vikings this year?
You know, I haven't really watched them much, but they swing a really heavy ball from the outside and the right side, so we just need to make sure that we're ready for that. And again, I say it every year and every game, we just need to do what we need to do on our side of the net and take care of business there.
Angie Johnson, Northern Cass Jaguars, joining us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Angie, thanks for the time. Best luck tonight.
Thank you.
Again, Angie Johnson from Northern Cass there on YourLiveEvent.com. Before that, Adam Schaefer of the Kindred Vikings. We'll step aside here for a little bit. We'll come back with more on the Irie Insurance pregame show coming your way next.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Degelman Industries is proud to manufacture tough, high-performance equipment right here in North Dakota. From our industry-defining Pro-Till high-speed discs, bulletproof bulldozer blades, and our robust, heavy-duty land rollers, we focus on support and make the experience of owning a Degelman unlike any other. Degelman, engineered tough in North Dakota.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Coming on back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote today. James Martin, Liliana Austin on the camera here this evening as we get set for Northern Cass and Kindred. Angie Johnson, her 6 years head coach of the Jags, and Adam Schaefer, head coach of the Kindred Vikings. We mentioned that both coaches mentioned that it's been an up and down region. Some teams having really good nights, some good teams having not so good nights, and Well, it's going to be an interesting Region 1 tournament. Again, the last year for the foreseeable future of the three-class volleyball system here. Or the two-class volleyball system, I should say, with it going to three classes next year, mirroring the basketball regions. Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Oak Grove right now at the top of the region standings. Hankinson right now in a tie for third with Maple River. Then comes Central Cass, Kindred, and Northern Cass, the perennial powers. Then Enderlin, Richland, Lisbon, Tri-State, and Sargent County still in search of their first regional victories. In fact, Tri-State, I believe, still in search of their first victory overall this season. Larimore also still looking for their first win out in Region 2. Region 3, Barnes County North, Strasburg, Zeeland, and Napoleon Gackle Street are all three of them looking for their first wins in Region 3. Region 4, New Rockford, Cheyenne. They made the state tournament a few years ago. They're looking for their first win of the year, as is St. John. And also looking for their first win of the year, Garrison, in search of their first W. And Beulah looking for their first win of the year. Hard to believe they've struggled out of the gate. Williston Trinity as well, looking for their first wins of the year. On the flip side, as far as Class B is concerned, reporting by the NDHSAA, I don't believe there are any undefeated teams left in the state. A lot of teams just one loss. The only undefeated teams overall, you got several in Class A. Shanley, West Fargo, Fargo South, West Fargo Cheyenne. Undefeated records, according to NDHSAA. Bismarck Century and Dickinson and Minot also undefeated so far. Been very early on in those standings. Taking a check of the Your Live event schedule here for this evening. Lots of games going on YourLiveEvent.com. Foston is at Ada Borup West. Again, we mentioned Central Cass hosting Wyndmere Lidgewood, a pair of teams either ranked or receiving votes. Park Christian visits Climax Fisher and Climax. Holly hosts Frazee. Bagley's at Mahnomen Waban. Maple River's at Sargent County. Drain Valley Edinburgh travels to Thompson. Pine River Bacchus hosts Cass Lake Bena. Tri-State is at Lisbon. Fargo North hosts West Fargo as well. Football Friday night. Tomorrow night, Polk County West is at Ada Borup West. Park River Fordville Lincoln travels to Carrington. Central Cass hosts Kindred in the game of the week on YourLiveEvent.com. We got two of the best on the game tomorrow night as Joe Morgan will be on the call and Chase Miller drove in the sidelines. Tomorrow night, Kindred Central Cass, big Region 1 showdown football-wise in Class A. Barnesville travels to Holly. Ellendale, Edgeley, Cullum hosts Hillsborough, Central Valley, Burke and Burke. Burke and Jake, of course, Jim Burkmeyer, Jake Burkmeyer will be heading down to EEK, where the Thunder will host the Burros. As well, Northern Cass visits Lisbon on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget the Coach's Corner on KRJB at 9 a.m. The lovely Kevin Kochman and his crew will take you through area coaches on KRJB. Don't forget our Your Live Event Coaches show as well every Wednesday at 7 p.m. featuring coaches from all the way around the Your Live Events viewing area, which really is everywhere. You can view Your Live Event contest wherever you may be, however you enjoy it the most. Take a short break here. We'll come back for the starting lineups and the opening serve. It's Kindred and Northern Cass on YourLiveEvent.com on the Ira Insurance Pregame Show.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip, while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Halstead Telephone Company is now accepting applications for a full-time customer service representative. Primary duties is to provide customer care on inbound calls and for walk-in traffic, provide proactive sales to customers and administrative duties following the sale of products and services, complete general bookkeeping and other office duties as assigned. Halstead Telephone Company provides a competitive wage and generous benefits package, including health, dental, vision, paid vacation, sick time, and retirement. Go to the website for more information, halsteadtel.com/careers. Position will remain open until filled.
The Kindred School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Back here at Northern Cass. Northern Cass welcoming Kindred tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Region 1 contest. As we get to the starting lineups. For the Kindred Vikings.
Senior number 4, Leah Rowland. Assistant coaches for the Vikings, Megan Fine and Tiffany Bland.
As
head coach, Autumn Schaefer.
We'll get to those Kindred starters here when they reach the floor. Starters here for the Northern Cass Jaguars in the gold jerseys. Black numbers outlined in white. Libero this evening is Tess Jalbert, the 5'7" junior. As 5'9" senior outside hitter number 4, Hayden Crockett. One of the starters here this evening. A 5'4" senior setter number 6, Paige Bosch. A 5'9" junior number 7, Natalia Gietzen. Reese Laveg, a 5'4" junior, also on the starting line. 6' senior, number 9, Allie Winterquist, starting as well. And Olivia Olson, 5'8" junior, number 10. Get the start tonight for the Jags. Again, the Jaguars, they are coached by Angie Johnson in her 6th year, assisted by Beth Head, Jesse Regner, and Jamie Haslu. Kindred coached by Adam Schaefer, assisted by Tiffany Blinn and Megan Klein. Libero this evening for the Lady Vikings is the 5'5" senior, number 4, Leah Rowland. As the Vikings in the blue jerseys, white numbers outlined in black, Rowland in the white Libero jersey. The Vikings and the Jags on YourLiveEvent.com. Both teams in the middle of the pack, currently in Region 1, but it's very early. Lots of volleyball left to be played. As the Jags will go left to right on your screen. The Vikings going right to left, serving. Again, BC before COVID, they used to switch sides. They don't do that anymore. Each team has their respective sides. Starting for the Kindred Lady Vikings, a freshman outside hitter, 5'11", number 1, Taylor Sanders. A 5'9" senior outside hitter, number 14, Greta McKenney. A 5'11" senior middle blocker, number 5, Kennedy Bacco. A 5'9" freshman center, number 11, Collins McQuillan. And after the initial substitutions, a 5'2" freshman defensive specialist, number 8, Mallory Keller, and then Roland, the libero's out there as well. And also for the Jags, Winterquist will head to the bench here first. Opening serve taken by Paige Bosch, and we're underway here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the Vikings and the Jags. Bacco sends it over to Jalbert. Loads the Cannons. Jaguars far side for Crockett. Dug out there by McQuillan. Sent over there on the far side, McKinney. Set up Crockett. Far side for the Jaguars. Cross-court attack is out of bounds. Let's switch that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard from pregame to first set. And our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. And it is the Lady Vikings going to get the serve here on the jump serve. I believe that's Brink. Caitlin Brink, the 5'5" junior, heads it on the back row. Shot down the middle is just a little long, and both teams miss hitting it to start things out. As Crockett goes back to the starting line, the 5'9" senior, of course, younger sister of Hallie Crockett. One of the best basketball players to ever lace up the sneakers here at Northern Cass. Pretty good at volleyball, too. As there's a kill for Kindred and Taylor Sanders, the freshman with the first kill of the match. Makes it 2-1. Kindred as back to the service line here now is Bacco. 5'11" senior. Will go the length of the floor on the hop serve. Bosch loads it up near side there for Geetson. Dug out there by the Vikings, and that is just out of bounds. It's in, though, because it hit the line judge. Was going to go out of bounds. But the point goes to the Lady Vikings. 3-1 here now. And so back on the server's line is Bacco. Bacco on the run and hop down the middle. And sent to the net. Nicely played by the Jags. They send it back to Kindred. Near side smash. Covered. And a block there by Ingebretson. And Ingebretson picks up the block. Leads to a point for the Vikings. And they have the early lead 4-1. As Bacco back to the service line. Bacco on the hop serve. Loads it up, far side. Dug out there by the Vikings. Near side for Sanders. Sanders cross-court attack. Just out of reach there of Lavig. And Sanders with her second kill of the match. And makes it 5-1 in favor of Kindred. And Baco back to the service line. She's got a kill as well. Smash dug out there by the Vikings. Sanders looking for three. Nice block. It's out of bounds, though. Gives Sanders her third kill of the match. 6-1 Kindred with an emphatic early lead. As Baco continues to roll there on the service line. Baco on the jump serve. Bosch trying to flip it over. Instead flips it into the net. On the miscue, it's 7-1 Kindred. And a timeout is called by Angie Johnson. 7-1 Kindred with the early lead here in the opening set on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, Bank North, good sportsmanship's a valuable trait that goes far beyond the game. It's achieved by helping their customers, Bank North, pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 7-1 Kindred on a 6-0 run on the Kennedy Baco serve as the Jags, nicely dug out by Baco, send it back to Kindred. Sanders, Taylor Sanders, this freshman is playing out of her mind right now. 8-1. For Sanders, I got her down for 4 kills unofficially. As Baco goes back to the service line. Baco on the nice spin there. Just tapped down by the Jags. Sanders at it again. Dug out there by Jalbert. Far side for Olsen. Baco with the dig. Set up by McQuillan. Sanders again nearly takes Lobbing to the floor. Jalbert's got to adjust to get it over. And they're just going to set up all night long. Well, I thought they were going to set up Sanders again. Ingebretson hits it out. And off a couple of hitting errors, that's the only points that Northern Cass has so far. No points on offense yet as Roland, the libero, comes back to the floor to face the libero. Jalbert serve, and she grabs the ace. Our first ace of the match, and the first one for Tess Jalbert, the junior. Boy, Northern Cass really needed that one there on their home floor. An up and down season for the Jaguars at 1-2 in Region 1 play. Jalbert on a wicked serve. She gets another. Jalbert with back-to-back aces after a 7-0 run for the Vikings. Jalbert trying to bring her team back on the service line. Here's Sanders near side. Kaboom! Taylor Sanders, 5 kills already. The first 9 points of the game. And the freshman tied for the tallest player on the team with Baco, both at 5'11". Collins McQuillan at 5'9". Got some good height herself. They take their time a little bit with this 9-4 lead. McQuillan on the jump serve, smashes that down the middle. Bosch pops it up, nearly blocked but sent over. On a hop, skip, and a jump push. Kindred takes it back to Northern Cass. Nice block there that time. I believe by Lila Kittleson. Dug out Roland. Near side, Sanders. Cross court dug out there by Winterquist. Stepping up for the attack. There was Crockett. And the Vikings can't find enough real estate. 9-5. Lead still belongs to the Lady Vikings. Back on the service line there for Northern Cass, it's Emma Hovdenis, the junior. We'll send it over to the Vikings. Sanders smashed down the middle. This time it's out of play, and it's 9-6. Northern Cass, they won the C Squad match, I believe 2-0. They won the JV as well, but it was a really tight match. As Northern Cass had a big lead in the opening set, Kindred battled to make it a match. And we get our first lift of the match, 9-7. It was 9-4 just a little bit ago. 3-0 run for the Jags, and they have scored 6 out of the last 7 points. Far side now for Ingebretson down the line, and that's out of bounds. 9-8 now. Autumn Schaefer telling us there in the pregame interview she wants her team to dig deep. They got to survive out there. On the push. Nice play there by Jalbert. Keep it alive for the Jags. Stepping up, Brooklyn Hoyland. First time we've called her name tonight. Jags get it back, loaded up by Hovdenes. Smash, hits Rowland in the face as Winterquist brings the winter chill on that one for her first kill of the match. Makes it 9-9. 5 kills for Taylor Sanders for Kindred. The rest of the players on the floor combined have 2. As that's a miss hit on a service error there. Our first service error of the game. Makes it 10-9 Kindred. As Libero Rowland will go to the service line now for the Vikings. Near side, cross-court attack there by Fury. And Fury will pick up the kill, her first of the match. 10-10 now. And back to the service line, Addie Winterquist. For the Jags, little stoppage here. The table official has gone to the table to discuss something. Look at the rotation, I believe. Perfect time there. Oops, excuse me. Perfect time. Nope. Perfect time for a Goldmark update. Goldmark in-game update. And again, from commercial land to farmland, from office to industrial, Goldmark Commercial has the skills to handle all your commercial real estate and farmland needs. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com to connect with their expert team of trusted agents. Again, Region 1 contest, Wyoming-Lidgerwood near the top of the standings in Region 1 with Oak Grove, Hankinson, Maple River all undefeated in region play. Central Cass ranked number 4, though they're 6-2 on the year, and they have a region loss. It's our Goldmark commercial real estate in-game update. Well, I don't know what exactly they're discussing here right now. We were all smooth sailing. First 20 points evenly exchanged, though Kindred came out on fire. They led 8-1 on a 7-0 run. Since then, they have scored just 2 of the last 11 points, but we have some rotation discussion here right now, I do believe. We're going to keep it here as I'm not sure when we'll be back to play, but this is by far the longest pause I've seen this year in high school volleyball. They're really talking something out here. Again, lots of contests going on in yourliveevent.com. Again, we have, and maybe now we've got it solved. Head out to our website, yourliveevent.com, for the full details. Now now we're back to the scores table. Well, this is certainly something here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And now we go to the Kindred coach. So Schaefer is directing traffic here in a way, trying to get this matter settled. And we are able to get a substitute in. So no point changes, no harm, no foul really, just a lengthy conversation. Angie Johnson talking now with the table official. As Greta McKinney, the 5'9 senior, checked onto the floor for Kindred. And I think everybody's clear now. And all right. Northern Cass with the serve. We're ready to play as Winterquist back on the service line, and she lobs that right to the back row, covered by Sanders. And we get a double contact. Kindred makes it 11-10. Northern Cass takes the lead. I believe their first outright lead of the match. Bumped over there by Sanders. Jalbert. And loaded up now for Crockett on a block out of bounds. Crockett picks up the kill. Her first of the match, and after a slow start, Northern Cass has rallied to have a 2-point lead, their largest of the match. Near side, there for McKinney. It's dug out there by Crockett. Back near side, cross-court attack. There by Hoyland. Rollins able to guide it over. Back to the Jags. Loaded up, tapped over there by Fury. And scooped back over there by Ingebretson. Crockett, far side. And we get a net violation, our first of the match. That's going to go against Elsa Ingebretson, the senior. And it's a 13-10 lead here for Northern Cass. Again, they were in an 8-1 hole. They've scored now 12 of the last 14 points. On the attack there. On the serve, I should say. Jalbert tried to play it. Gets the kill there that time. I believe that was Lila Kittleson picking up her first kill of the match for Kindred. Makes it now 13-11. Back to the service line there is Roland. Roland went over to Jalbert. Blocked by Bacco. Crockett tries it again. We get another net violation. It'll go against Bacco this time, 14-11. So Kindred with a couple of net violations here, leading to some free points. Back on the service line there for the Jags is Reese Lavig, the junior. She goes to cheers of La on the bench. Here's side for Sanders. Did it catch the line? It did. Down the line for Taylor Sanders. 6 kills in this opening set. Let's update the scoreboard here, 14-12. And back to the service line there is Kittleson. Kittleson looking for the trifecta here already with a block and with a kill. Nicely dug out there by Sanders. McKinney on the near side finds no ladies land. Greta McKinney with her first kill of the match. 14-13. And we go back and forth here. Both teams with substantial amounts of points, but only a 1-point lead for the Jags. Rolling on the dig. Sets up Bacco, try to tap it over. It's going to be a 4-contact violation. No. I'm just going to say hit the top of the net and back down. 15-13. There for Northern Cass. Checking in for the Jags, Olivia Olson. And back to the service line, the senior Paige Bosch. Bosch on the jump serve. This hit that one a little bit, but it does get over nicely. Here's Bacco. Just long. Nice play to get out of the way there for the Jags on the far side. 16-13. Northern Cass single digits away from the opening set. Bosch on the jump serve. And a little miss hit that time by McKinney. Now 17-13. This one's starting to get away. Schaefer holding on to her 2 timeouts for Kindred. Back to the service line there is Bosch. Paige Bosch. Here's side. Sanders got an angle to get that. Here's Bacco. Airmails that one out of bounds. 18-13. And a nice rally here. Nice run on the Paige Bosch serve for the Jags. Bosch on the jump. Load up McKinney. McKinney finds open space for a second kill of the match, 18-14. Kindred going to get it back here as we get the substitution. Caitlin Brink back into the service line. I believe she started us off here tonight for the Vikings. And Brink on the hop, skip, and a jump. A laser kept off the floor by the Jags. Crockett on a push. Back to Kindred. Near side, Sanders, why not? Lavig's able to dig it out. Loaded up near side. A block for Bacco. Bacco's first block of the match. You'll call her Kennedy Blocko tonight. As Brink goes back to the service line. Brink will take a hop, skip, and a jump once again and takes Lavig to the floor. Well, miscommunication for the Jags, and a point goes to Kindred again. Game of ups and downs, kind of similar to both these teams' seasons so far. A lot of ups and downs. On the jump serve there for Brink. Load up there and swatted down by Geetson. 19-16, Geetson's first kill of the match. 4 different Jags with at least 1 kill. Crockett on the service line. She picks up the ace. 3rd ace of the match for Northern Cass. With 1 error, they're a +2. Ace to error ratio. None yet either side. No errors, no aces for Kindred. 20-16 here now. We get a whistle and we get a net violation coming against Olivia Olson. First of the night for Northern Cass. 20-17. And Bacco goes back to the service line. Bacco on the run and jump. Nearly picks up an ace. Far side there into the net by Olson. Makes it 20-18 on the miss hit. Bacco going back to the service line now. On the jump serve there for Bacco. Set it up there near side for Geetson, and Geetson with the kill. She's starting to come alive here. For the Jags, that's her second. Some changes coming on the floor. Brooklyn Hoyland back out there for Northern Cass. Jalbert going back to the service line for the Jags. Jalbert in the black jersey with a goal number. She's the libero this evening, as she's going to pick up. We'll give her an ace. We'll see. That'll be her 3rd tonight. 22-18. Jalbert looking for more. She got back-to-back last time she was up. Won't happen this time. Jalbert with the dig of Sanders' attack. Far side Olson. And we're going to give a 4-contact violation. Hit it into the net that time. 22-19. Both teams went back and forth. Kindred got out of the big lead, and they let it slip away. They got out to an 8-1 advantage. Since then, they've been outscored 21-11. Trying to rally here once again as Kittleson back out onto the floor. And we get another delay here. Definitely some confusion tonight on the Kindred bench for substitutions. Of course, you can take a free check. That doesn't deduct you a point, but if you play the point and there's a rotation violation, then it's a penalty. So after all that, I think we have the right players on the floor here now. Sanders, Ingebretson, McKinney from far side to near side of your screen in the front. And now we get another conversation. In the back row, Roland, Keller, and McQuillan. So it's the second time, and we've had a officials discussion there at the chair. For some rotation confusion. Another Goldmark Commercial Real Estate in-game update. Commercial land to farmland, from office to industrial, Goldmark Commercial has the skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com to connect with their expert team of trusted agents. James Martins, Lillian Austin tonight on the camera. Again, the second time tonight that the table official and the chair official have met. And so now we get another conversation with coach and official. Kind of takes you out of your rhythm, though, really. And now we get a substitute back out onto the court. Keller will go back to the bench. Kittleson comes out there. You have 4 up at the front now as Crockett goes in talks with the chair as well. I think after all that, we've got it sorted out. 3 in the back, 3 in the front now, and nope. Yes, we are good to go. My, oh my. Taylor Sanders to the service line here for the Vikings, and nope, we get a rotation violation. (23-19), our first actual rotation violation of the night. And so Northern Cass back at it. Back to serve here is Hovdenis. Hovdenis on the service line. Back to play Zinga Bretson. Hovdenis with the dig and a little miss hit there. I don't think it would have got to the net anyway. 23-20. Kindred really just got the extra insurance there that time on the attempted block. As we pick up an ace here for Collins McQuillan. First ace of the match for the Vikings, 23-21. As the Vikings try to fight to stay in this opening set, McQuillan on the serve to Chalbert. Loaded up near side, into the net by Fury. And another point and a timeout, Angie Johnson. That's her second and final of the set on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass leading Kindred 23-22.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout on airliveevent.com at Bank North. Good sportsmanship is a valuable trait that goes far beyond the game. For Bank North, it's achieved by helping their customers pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 23-22. As McQuillan goes back to the service line. As the Vikings try to rally here after they had a 7-point lead early on in this opening set. Try not to let that slip away, though McQuillan hits it into the net, and we got a pair of set points. for Northern Cass. Off the service there, the first of the game for Kindred. And it's in there. Sanders covers on the nice serve by Winterquist. Loaded up for Northern Cass. Crockett for the set. She's got it off the deflection. Hayden Crockett rocked it that time with her seconds of the match. 25-22. Northern Cass takes set number 1 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. With an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Time for our Hunter Insurance In Between the Sets recap here on YourLiveEvent.com. Hunter Insurance Agency is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. More information online, hunterinsuranceagency.com. Kindred let an 8-1 lead in the opening set slip away with a 25-22 first set setback. Taylor Sander was on fire to start the game. 6 kills and a block. Everybody else combined, both floors combined, have 10 kills. Sanders is really on a roll, but Kindred could not sustain it. Some nice aces for Tess Jalbert. She leads the team in that category with 3. Hayden Crockett with a kill to finish the job. Her along with Natalia Gietzen have the team leading kills with 2 each. And it was a game of runs, but Northern Cass had the biggest rallies in the end, and as well, a lot of rotation confusion. A rotation violation was key late in the first set. We had 2 lengthy discussions between the officials. Hopefully, we're clear for the rest of the evening, as Kindred will get this second set started. As Brink goes on the service line. Down near side, Crockett finds no ladies land. Hayden Crockett picks up right where she left off with her 3rd kill of the match. Leads it now 1-0 here, and we'll stay now second set. Let's update that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's a second set and a 1-0 lead for Northern Cass. Joust at the net is won out there by the Jags. And Olivia Olson picks up a block. It's her first of the match. Northern Cass, unofficially, their first block as a team tonight. Crockett on the service line there for the Jags. Off to a 2-0 start. And this time, Kennedy Bacco finds no ladies land. Her 2nd kill of the match. Makes it now 2-1. Kindred back with the serve. And it goes back to Bacco. Bacco on the run and jump down the line. Out there by Winterquist, near side. Gietzen fires. She finds no ladies land this time. 3-1 as the ladies are finding the open spaces out on the floor. Gietzen with their third kill of the match. Northern Cass, much nicer start in this second set than they had in the first set. As Tess Jalbert goes on the service line, a wicked serve, probably the best serve of the night, both sides. And a pancake for Jalbert as well. Laid the hand out flat, put some maple syrup on that one. That gets over the net. Sanders got it over the net as well and on the line. Taylor Sanders, she's just a freshman. She looks like a senior, plays like a senior. 3-2 off Sanders' 7th kill of the match. Sanders on the jump serve, drills it down the middle. Loaded up there near side for Olsen. Dug out by Brink. Here come the Vikings. Ingebretson taps it over. Dug out there by Hoyland and hit out of bounds. 3-3 now. You better believe when these two teams get together, it's going to be a tight contest. 3 behemoths in volleyball in Cass County, as there's an ace for Sanders, who gets the trifecta. At least 1 ace, 1 kill, and 1 block makes it 4-3. 3 behemoths, of course, Northern Cass, Kindred, and Central Cass playing Widener Lidgerwood tonight. That game also on yourliveevent.com. Crockett on the attack, a block for Ingebretson. She was there at the right place at the right time. 5-3, a 4-0 run on the Taylor Sanders serve tonight for Kindred. Sanders on the jump serve. Covered there by Winterquist, and we get a whistle and another point on a double contact. 6-3. 5-0 run, second time tonight we've had a 5-0 run or better for Kindred. And that's another point for Kindred. 7-3. Not quite going to give it an ace, as second Jag did make a substantial play on the ball. Was able to at least hit it into the net that time. Sanders with another good serve, pushing the Jags towards the boundaries. Rowland sweeps it off the floor, and it's up, and a chance at it, and a kill. That time for Brooklyn Hoyland, the seniors' first of the night. Third of the second set here for the Jags, and that cuts the lead down to 7-4, and that halts the rally here. Back to the service line, Hovdenes set up there near side on the attack, dug out by Jalbert off Kittleson's attack. Hoyland feeling it now for Northern Cass. Popped over Ingebretson, sent it towards the corner. Fury, top of the net and down, will give that a kill for Faith Fury, her second of the night. 7-5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here in set number 2. 1-0 set score for Northern Cass. They won the first set 25-22. Here's Ingebretson, blocked this time. Winterquist, the first block of the night. 7-6. On the serve there. And tapped over by the Vikings and hit towards the antenna off the nice play by McQuillan. 8-6, Kindred. Let's flip this second set around for now. We'll see if they can keep the lead. As Greta McKetty comes back out onto the floor. Kindred let a big lead slip away in the first set. Nice serve there by McQuillan. Winterquist starting to get going, and it's out of bounds. Did it hit anybody on the way out? No, it did not. 9-6. Kindred trying to even it up here at 1 set apiece. As McQuillan goes back to the service line. Collins McQuillan on the jump serve. Jalbert collects it there, the back row, near side for Fury. Fires, kaboom! Faith Fury, 9-7. Fury with her third of the night. And Winterquist, the senior, goes back to the service line. Winterquist smashes that one. A little heavy touch by Sanders. Kept alive by the Jags. And Winterquist is able to send it down the middle to Roland. McQuillan loads it up near side. McKinney lobs it out of bounds. 9-8 on the unforced error. And Winterquist will serve to try and tie this thing up. We had a 10-10 tie midway through the first set. Northern Cass trying to get it towards that way again. Jalbert pops it up. Crockett far side. It's out of bounds. First to 10 this time is Kindred. So Roland will go on the service line here this time for the Vikings. The libero, the 5'5" senior. Heck of a softball player for Kindred. Roland down the middle towards Jalbert. Loads it up far side for Crockett. Off the bottom of the hand, just below the palm there. And sent out of bounds by Sanders. Got Sanders 6 kills in the opening set, just 1 here in the second set. As we go looking for the ball. Reese Lavig, the junior, goes back to the service line there for Northern Cass. Lavig lines it up. Nice spin on that one. McQuillan pops it up for Sanders. Just catapults it over. Geetson fires a block from Baco. And Crockett slams that one down. 10-10 again. Crockett's 4th of the match. Baco with her second block as well. And for the second straight set, we have a 10-10 tie. As Lavig back to serve. Lavig on the jump, right down the middle. Gets Roland on the deck. Sanders fires. Jalbert digs it out, sends it back. A net violation just after the tap down. Would have been a point for Kindred. But Kittleson hit a little too much mesh on that one. For Kindred's 3rd net violation of the night. This is about the time where the first 2 net violations came up. 11-10, Northern Cass. Jalbert on the dig. Crockett far side, taps it down the line. Roland. And McKinney pops it up and over. High, chance at it. Baco, dugout, Geetson. And Crockett sends it back. Baco trying to tap it over again. Kept alive momentarily, but not enough helpful friends in the area. 11-11, make a wish. Which one of these teams do you support? And at home, you can play along. Who do you think is going to be our Enbridge Energy player of the game? Enbridge Life takes energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Several players in the mix for our player of the game tonight. High up into the air. It's blocked by McKinney. Sent back towards the corner. It's out of bounds. 12-11, Kindred back in front. McKinney with a nice block there. Her first of the match. As back on the service line, Kittleson. Kittleson smashes that serve to Jalbert and the Jags. Crockett fires. Kaboom! Hayden Crockett. Crockett with another rocket makes it 12-12. And we had a 10-10 tie. We had an 11-11 tie. Now we have a 12-12 tie. Olsen and Bosch check back out onto the floor there for the Jags. 25-22, first set score on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, and we have our second rotation violation against Kindred tonight. 13-12, Northern Cass. Camera operator tonight, Lillian Ossen, tried to do some investigating for us to check in with some ladies down near the court, seeing what was going on, and they didn't know either what was happening with Kindred's rotation. It's Crockett. Smashes one, nearly takes out a Viking. And Hayden Crockett is ready to rock and roll here now with 6 kills tonight, along with an ace. A 14-12 lead for Northern Cass. Bosch back on the service line. Lofts it up there towards Mallory Keller and the Vikings. Nice block there for Geetson. Back to the Jags. Geetson fires. Ooh, kept off the floor by Sanders. Sent back over by McQuillan. Jalbert loads it up. Crockett far side, the hot hand. Nicely dug out by Keller. Kindred has another chance with Sanders. Dug out Lavig. Boy, I don't know how these ladies are upright right now. Rowland sends it back. Crockett, a fling at the net, our most exciting point of the night. Crockett gets the kill in the end, her 7th of the contest. Geetson with a block there as well, her first block of the night. 15-12. In favor of Northern Cass. Bosch on the service line, out of bounds on the service there. It's at 15-13. Off Northern Cass's second service error of the match. And go back to the top of the order, I believe, with Caitlin Brink, the junior. Brink and the Vikings trying to battle back. Hits the top of the tape and over. Third ace of the match for Kindred. 4 for Northern Cass. 15-14 as the Vikings slim the lead down to 1. Brink on the jump serve. Drills it towards Lavig. Far side for Olsen. Nicely dug out there by Rowland. And Sanders smashes that one towards a journalist like Leah gal with the camera there on the stage. 16-14. Crockett. My goodness. These ladies have got some great energy tonight. 16-15. That was a little too much, though. It went out of bounds. Northern Cass's third service error of the match. These ladies are out hitting whatever I could possibly muster out on a volleyball court. There's no way I'd be safe tonight. Back to the service line there, Kennedy Bacco. Bacco towards Jalberts. And another block by Ingebretson. Surviving that were the Jags. Joust at the net, keeps it hitting it in there. 16-16. We were tied at 10, 11, 12, and 16. So it's any team's match here right now as Bacco back to the service line. Bacco on the jump serve down the middle. Lavig collects. Geetson near side. Cross court to the net. Kept alive with enough ladies, but couldn't get it over. 17-16 Northern Cass. Hoyland comes back to the service line. Sent over, far side, smash. Good point for Kindred, 17-17. As jump serve there for Sanders into the net that time on the service error, 18-17. As Northern Cass regains the lead on Kindred's second service error of the match. McQuillan, Sanders with the kill. Sanders with her 8th, and we are tied at 18. Boy, this match has been tight. I think the largest lead was 5 or 6 points here for Northern Cass. So on the serve there, Kindred, and a kill for Hoyland. Her second of the night makes it 19-18. The Jags 6 points away from a 2-0 lead. On a push. There for Kittleson. Now near side, Hoyland fires out of bounds. 19-19. Neither team wants to pull away. They want to give their fans some good volleyball tonight. Rowland on the serve. Down the middle to Jalbert. Our side here, Crockett. She's been tremendous in this second set. Tapped over there, Hoyland. Little miscommunication between Bacco and McQuillan. They're able to rally. Fury sends it down towards Sanders. And a miss hit that time by Kittleson makes it 20-19 Northern Cass. As Jalbert will come out, Geetson comes in. Lavig to the service line. As Reese Lavig, the junior, sends a laser over. Near side for Sanders. Out of bounds, no deflection. 21-19. And the Jags inching closer and closer to a 2-0 lead on their home floor. Lavig lines it up once again, hops it over. Little heavy touch there by Kittleson. And the Jags mishitting it that time. We get a net violation coming against the Jags. That's their second of the night. 21-20. We're certainly getting what we expected here, what the hype was tonight with this competitive contest between these two Region 1 powers. Kindred, McKenney pops it over to Crockett. Loads up here near side for Fury. Rowland digs it out. Sent back towards the corner by McQuillan. Covered by Jalbert. Here's Crockett, far side. Fires out of bounds. Did it catch a deflection? It did. Crockett gets one on the way out. Her 6th kill of this set. She's got 8 for the match along with an ace. 22-20. As Bosch goes back to the service line here for Northern Cass. Bosch on the jump serve. McKenney blocked by Geetson. Somehow kept alive enough to hit it to the net. 23-20. Autumn Schaefer's not called a timeout this entire match, allowing her ladies to try and battle back themselves. As they are trailing by 3. Sanders finds no ladies land. 23-21. Sanders with her now 9th kill of the match. Unofficially, of course. I've got her down for 5. It's definitely more than 5. 23-21. As Brink back to the service line for Kindred. Trying to rally the Vikings back. Near side, Crockett fires. Got it down. And 3 set points here for the Jags. Crockett coming alive here with 9 kills. Matching Sanders for the most on either side. Crockett on the service line. Joe! Little hesitation there for the line judge. It's close. I like the technology that the tennis majors have now, the Hawkeye coordination, that they can see, they can pinpoint if it's in or out. A service error barely for Crockett. Northern Cass is 4th of the night. Loads up. Winterquist dug out there by Keller. Sent back by Sanders. Load up. Far side. Olsen hits the antenna. 24-23. 2 set point save for Kindred. And a timeout is called. Angie Johnson. And the Jags, 24-23 in the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass leads 1-0, and they're up 1 point here in set number 2.
Join the club. If you support Kindred Viking athletes, show up by becoming a member of the Booster Club. Your $20 helps provide student athletes with new training equipment, uniforms, an activity bus, scoreboards, and so much more. Find the form online or scan the code. Everybody up. Show your Viking pride. Join the Booster Club. Kindred Viking Booster Club.
Coming back here out of this Bank North timeout is values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. My apologies on that one. Set up there. Winterquist ends it. 25-23. Winterquist with the exclamation point on that second set, and just like that, Northern Cass one set away from a big Region 1 victory here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Weather and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Join the club. If you support Kindred Viking athletes, show up by becoming a member of the Booster Club. Your $20 helps provide student athletes with new training equipment, uniforms, an activity bus, scoreboards, and so much more. Find the form online or scan the code. Everybody up! Show your Viking pride. Join the Booster Club. Kindred Viking Booster Club.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Coming out of this Hunter Insurance in between the sets recap here on YourLiveEvent.com. Hunter Insurance Agency dedicated to providing you the best support for insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. More information online at hunterinsuranceagency.com. James Martins, I'm with Lillian Austin tonight on the camera. And Northern Cass and Kindred, boy, they have exchanged blows tonight. Really good battle. We were tied at 10, tied at 11, tied at 12, tied at 16, tied at 19 in that second set. Northern Cass had 3 set points. They needed all 3 to come away with the 25-23 second set victory. They already won set number 1, 25-22. As Olivia Olsen gets things started here in the third set with their first kill of the match. 1-0 here for Northern Cass. Again, they win this one. They win the match. Hayden Crockett leading the way with 9 kills and an ace as well for Northern Cass. Leading the way for Kindred, Taylor Sanders, the freshman, has 9 kills as well with an ace and a block. Baco pops it over there. Far side for Crockett. Fires. Kaboom! Hayden Crockett cannot be stopped tonight. Double-digit kills now. Give the Jags a 2-0 lead on the in-set score and the 2-0 lead on the overall set score. On the jump serve, Bosch. Roland. McQuillan pops it up to Baco down the middle. Bosch loads it up near side. Olsen. Kindred digs it out here. Popped up and over by Sanders. Bosch near side. Olsen with a kill. Olivia Olsen off to a nice start here in this third set. Couple of kills to start the set. Makes it 3-0. Popped up and over. Around the serve, Sanders, Jalbert. Hit it with the palm of her hand. As Sanders hits it into the net that time. 4-0 Northern Cass off Jalbert's wicked good play from the back row. Stretched her hand out there and got enough to keep it up. Bosch Lobs it up and over. McQuillan sets up McKinney with a kill. McKinney with her third of the match. First point of the set for Kindred, 4-1. Okay, Kindred started out the match with an 8-1 lead, a 7-0 run. They let that lead slip away as Northern Cass came back to win the first set. Kindred was behind early in the second set, then they rallied to come back, and we have another rotation violation. That's the third one of the night for Kindred. They've had one, I believe, in each set, and that's just a momentum killer. Free points. 3 of them, 3 free points for Northern Cass. Issue with the front row and how they were ordered. It's Crockett back on the service line. That's going to be an ace. 6-1 Northern Cass. And the Jags are on the prowl now, as they are roaring here in the third set. Sanders on a push. Lavic, nice play. Kept up momentarily by the Jags and Bosch. But the point goes to Kindred. Now 6-2. Bacco back to the service line there for the Vikings. Kennedy Bacco, the 5'11 senior. Bacco on the jump serve. Down the middle to Lavic. Bosch loads it up. Olsen far side. Cross-court attack. Still up for grabs. Bacco sweeps it up. And miscommunication between Keller and Ingebretson makes it now 7-2 Northern Cass. As Tess Jalbert's had some great plays tonight. She also has a trio of aces. Jalbert drills that one towards Keller. McQuillan loads it up far side for Sanders. Dug out there by Bosch and the Jags. Sent back Crockett, drills it out of bounds. 7-3 now. Off the hitting error for Crockett. And back here, the service line goes Sanders. Taylor Sanders with 9 kills, an ace and a block on the night. Sanders whips that one towards Crockett. Bosch over there to Hoyland, sent back to Kindred. Near side for Kittleson with the kill. Lila Kittleson with her second kill of the match, 7-4. Back-to-back points there for the Vikings. Once again, one team goes out to a big lead. Other team reels them in. Far side, Hoyland fires, block by Ingebretson, and it somehow gets over to the other side. 8-4 there, despite Ingebretson's third block of the match. On the serve now, Hovdenes, Emma Hovdenes, the 5'5 junior, goes to the service line there for the Jags. This sends it on over to Sanders, set back up for Sanders. And dug back over for the point for Crockett. I always like to ask the ladies, what's your favorite stats? We'll come back to that thought when we get back here out of the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass 9-4, lead at 2-0.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout is values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 9-4 is the lead. Northern Cass with the advantage. As I was saying, I always love to ask the ladies, what's your favorite way to get a point, or your favorite stat to collect? Is it a kill, a block, an ace, a dig? And if a dig turns into a point, I think that's got to be among the favorite plays. as Winterquist smashes that one, dug out there by Sanders. Rowland steps up. Jalbert near side, and a block. Or no, I guess a 4-contact violation coming against Northern Cass. Makes it 9-5. As stepping up there for it is McQuillan. Near side for Fury. Fury, dugout rolling. Popped up, Ingebretson with a kill. Ingebretson's first kill of the match. It's a 9-6. She has 3 blocks on the night. As Kindred tries to hang with Northern Cass, defending state champions. By the way, over Mayport CG last year in a heck of a match. Pushed over there by Hovdenis. Tapped over, Winterquist. Rowland, what a play! Rowland nearly at it again. Heads up play for Leah Rowland. It's out of bounds, 9-7. Again, one of my favorite playmakers in all of sports, especially high school sports, the libero. You're fearless, have to be fearless to play that position. Blocked by McKinney, she thought she had a point. Northern Cass keeps it alive. Rolling on the dig, sent out by McQuillan. Jalbert loads it up for Hoyland on the punch. McQuillan, near side, Sanders, cross-court dugout, Crockett. Now back to Hoyland, out of bounds. 9-8. And wouldn't you know it, what if we're tied at 10 for the 3rd straight set? It's looking like that's a good possibility. So McQuillan goes back to the service line there. By the way, McKinney with her 3rd block of the match. Sent over McQuillan. Hovdenis loads it up for Hoyland down the line. Rollin keeps it up again. Loads it. Winterquist got it to go. Winterquist with her 3rd kill of the match. She's got 1 in each of the first 3 sets. And she'll go back to the service line now. Winterquist down the line. Dug back, returned by McKinney. And Crockett with a kill. Another one. She's got 11. And it is 11-8 now, Northern Cass. We will not be tied 10-10 all 3 of the first 3 sets. Winterquist down the line. Little heavy touch. McQuillan's able to get it over, and we get a tap over. Tap over the net here, 12-8. And now, all of a sudden, off this 3-0 run, the Jags are starting to pull away. A Baker's dozen away from a straight sets victory. Near side, McKinney on a block. That time by Fury. They loaded up near side for Hoyland. Dug out Rowland and sent back to Northern Cass. Crockett far side, out of bounds. Hits the film iPad for Kindred, and nothing is safe tonight. 12-9. As another good serve there for Kindred. Crockett far side. Dug out Sanders. McQuillan loads up Baco this time. Dug out by Hovdenis. Now Crockett again. Kept up there by McKinney. And scooped over by Sanders. Back come the Jags. Load up Fury on a block by Baco. Sent back over by Winterquist. Sanders, cross-court attack. Dug out Crockett's up for grabs. Baco will just set it up. Far side, or near side, for Kittleson. Now Jalbert and the Jags. And we get a double contact. 12-10. As Rowland was throwing herself completely all over the floor tonight, as a libero does. Gets the serve over. Crockett again. Right on cue. There's Rowland again. Now Sanders sends it back to the Jags. There's Fury. Sanders with another dig. As that's into the net that time for Kittleson. 13-10 Northern Cass. As back out to the service line, Reese Lavig. Lavig will take the serve. Trying to laser up another one for Northern Cass. And we get another rotation violation. That's the fourth one tonight. Second one this set. And just, these ladies are just in shock right now. 14-10. Off the error. As Lavig back to the service line. Lobs it up. McQuillan. Bacco taps it over. Crockett digs it out. Hovdenis near side. Geets in a block for Bacco. Kennedy Blanco with their fourth kill of the match. 14-11. As Kittleson hammers that serve. Our side, Crockett taps it over for the tap kill. 15-11. That is now for Crockett. That's her 12th kill. 12 kills, pair of aces. Olivia Olson checks back in for the Jags. And Paige Bosch comes in to serve. Jags now 10 points away from the match. Bosch on the jump serve. McQuillan and the Vikings. Still plenty of time, but they're starting to run short. Sanders doesn't run short that time. 15-12. Sanders' first kill of the set. She's up to 10 now. And back on the service line. Kate Odegaard for the first time tonight, the 5'8 freshman. I think somebody from the JAG student section, I'm assuming it was meant for Sanders, saying, somebody stop her. I guess that's the key tonight, but there's plenty of other ladies out there that can make some plays for Kindred. Sanders was the leader in the kills department. Crockett dug out by Sanders. High touch. Sanders gets it down. Sanders can't be stopped that time. 15-13. Kindred not going away. As they shouldn't. As Odegaard, the freshman, again, one of 5 freshmen. Odegaard, McQuillan, Keller, Ivy Trenbeth, who we've not seen tonight, and Sanders. So not just 5 freshmen, but 4 out of the 5 have got some good playing time, which means this Kindred squad could be really nice in 2-3 years. Crockett gets the kill on the deflection. Northern Cass, they have enough of the tank. To ride this one out. Still plenty of regional play to go. Crockett on the serve. McQuillan. Far side, Bacco out of bounds. Northern Cass really starting to pull away now. 8 points away from the match. It's went a little over an hour. Ode up there. And far side for Odegaard, and the points. Odegaard picks up her first kill of the match, I do believe. 17-14. Bacco back on the service line there for the Vikings. Bacco, as that's blocked, you get a point on a hit over the net. Makes it 18-14 for Northern Cass. Tess Jalbert. She's had 3 aces tonight. She'd maybe like a couple more to help seal the deal. Rowland is there. Sanders, frustration attack that time, 19-14. And we get our first timeout call to this match by Autumn Schaefer and Kindred. 19-14 here in this third set on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass leads it 2-0.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
first week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, it's Bayous Base Banking. Learn more at banknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. James Martins, Lillian Austin on the camera here this evening. A 19-14 third set lead. As the Jags look to kind of salt this one away here. Jalbert on the service line there once again. Load up there near side. It's a block, this time by Winterquist. Her second block of the match. 20-14. Jalbert drills that one. Now on the far side there for Rowland. And that's a block. Sent back over by the Jags. Far side, Olsen down the line. Scooped up there as Sanders hits it into the net, 21-14. Northern Cass can really start to feel it now. Jalbert and the Jags 4 points away from the straight sets win. McQuillan try to tap it over. We'll say a block on that by Winterquist. It's her third, 22-14. Jalbert lobs it up and over. McQuillan sets up for Sanders on a push towards the corner, and Sanders gets it. 22-15. Sanders on the push kill that time. 12 kills, an ace and a block for the freshman Taylor Sanders. 22-15, she's at the service line here now. Crockett covers on the back row, far side for Hoyland. Rowland digs it out. Now near side on a push by Kittleson. Snuck back over. For the push kill there for Bosch. Her first of the night. The Jags now 2 points away from the match. Sent over there by Hovdenis. Load up near side, Fury gets the kill, and plethora of match points here. Fury's fourth kill of the night. And Emma Hovdenis, the junior, will serve for the match. McQuillan loads it up for Kittleson. It's going to be either way. It's a point for the Jags. And the win goes to Northern Cass, 25-22, 23, and 15. Straight sets victory for Northern Cass at Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll break, come back for stats and storyline, and a little bit later on, our player of the game and player and coach interviews here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dagelman Industries is proud to manufacture tough, high-performance equipment right here in North Dakota. From our industry-defining Pro-Till high-speed discs, bulletproof bulldozer blades, and our robust heavy-duty land rollers, we focus on support and make the experience of owning a Degelman unlike any other. Degelman, engineered tough in North Dakota.
There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRINsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
It's a final here in our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Let's update that to say final there. Northern Cass 3-0. Yeah, and the final score in the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass with a win, 25-22, 25-23, 25-15. Northern Cass takes the win. Both teams definitely had chances in this game, but some costly errors for Kindred really sealed the deal for Northern Cass in our stats and storyline of the contest. It was a big lead to start for Kindred. They had a 7-0 run. They led it 8-1 in the first set. They let that evaporate as Northern Cass would go on to score 24 of the remaining, 38 points. And outscore them 24-14. The rest of the way, Northern Cass would outscore Kindred that margin to take the first set 25-22. Really back and forth. Second set, we were tied at 10, 11, 12, 16, and 19 before Northern Cass pulled away in the end. They were up 24-21. Kindred scored the next 2 points, made it 24-23, and Hayden Crockett with the exclamation points, I believe, was on that one. That set, 25-23 was the final score in that second set. And then Northern Cass pretty much took the wind out of Kindred's sails. They fought hard, but that final set scored 25-15. Leading stat getters here tonight, unofficially, Hayden Crockett with 13 kills on with a pair of aces and no blocks tonight. Tess Jalbert with 3 aces and other stats for Northern Cass. Let's run down the stats here real quick. Paige Bosch with a kill. Natalia Geitzen with 3 kills and a pair of blocks. Addie Winterquist, 3 kills and 3 blocks. Olivia Olsen, 2 kills and a block. Brooklyn Hoyland with 2 kills. Faith Fury with 4 kills and a block as well. For Kindred, they were led by this talented freshman, Taylor Sanders. Going to be a name to remember here for a long while. She, on the night, picked up 12 kills, along with an ace and a block, the trifecta, as I like to call it. Elsa Ingebrigtsen with a kill and 3 blocks. Caitlin Brink with an ace. Kennedy Bacco, with 2 kills, and I've got 5 blocks tonight. Lila Kittleson with a pair of kills and a block. Let's see, Kate Odegaard with a kill. Collins McQuillan with an ace. And Greta McKinney with 3 kills and 3 blocks as well. 4 rotation violations tonight for Kindred. That was a hard thing to overcome. Northern Cass did commit 4 service errors to 3 aces, -1 ace to error ratio. And Kindred 2 errors to 3 aces, so they had a -1. Actually, Northern Cass had a +1. They had 5 aces tonight. 3 net violations for Kindred and 2 for Northern Cass. Northern Cass gets the win again, 25-22, 23-15. We'll come on back a little bit with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and coach interviews as well. Comes right next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Chatting with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game tonight, Hayden Crockett, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life certainly takes energy, and let me move the camera a little bit so we can see Hayden. And Hayden, I think tonight the whole team had a lot of energy. It seemed like you were just whacking those volleyballs and smacking them all over the place, and I think you knocked Kindred off their feet a little bit tonight. Your thoughts on just the energy you had and how important it was for the win?
Yeah, we played a great as a team tonight, and we knew that we had to come out with a lot of energy. This is a big Region 1 game for us, and we're glad that we got the win tonight.
I know Kindred put you in a hole early, down 8-1, and of course Angie Johnson, your head coach, kind of knowing that you ladies can kind of turn it around on your own, don't need a timeout. What adjustments did you ladies make on the court to battle back in that first set?
Yeah, we knew what we had to do. We all have trust in each other, so just trusting each other each and every play, and getting that point one point at a time. Talk
to your head coach on the pregame, and the camera keeps coming down here. Let's adjust that here. I talked to your coach on the pregame, and saying that it's very stressful. It's a lot of pressure to be the number 1 ranked team in the state. You didn't really have that so far this year, and kind of what's the feeling like of you've been on this team? You've had siblings on this team. What's the feeling of kind of playing when you're not the target? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we just know that we have to go game by game and do what we need to do to get the win, and at the end of it all, just keep working hard and staying together as one team.
Hayden Crockett's our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game tonight. Hayden, congratulations. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
And we'll pass the mic along to Angie Johnson, head coach here for the Jaguars, and there we go. Got to get all the accessories right here.
Sorry, myself.
Angie, we'll have you take the mic here, of course, and adjust here a little bit. And we mentioned kind of before the game that this is, of course, a different team. You said the team had a lot more camaraderie, that the mood was maybe a little more relaxed, not as tense.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, just a difference. And I feel like that played out tonight, where the ladies were down big early and they didn't get flustered. They battled back and won each set.
Yeah, and that's been a huge talking point with us the last week or so, just trying to make sure that we maintain our composure, stay calm, trust each other, trust ourselves to be able to put the ball away. And we've been working on that a lot too, and just making sure that we are going to with what works and not trying to do too much.
I mentioned to Hayden that it seemed like the ladies, and not just for your ladies tonight, but Kindred as well, had energy all over the place. Just they didn't care where the ball was going, maybe a little too hard at some point, but it's got to feel good that you have at least that energy more so than a lack of energy.
Yeah, and this is the first night I think that I've seen a lot of confidence in our team. And again, not getting down on ourselves when we make a couple mistakes and actively trying to fix our mistakes throughout the game. So it was really good to see, and our energy, I mean, they were really hype in the locker room, and that was one of their goals, is to bring it onto the court, and I think they did a good job.
Of course, looking at some of the individual performances here tonight, of course, we talked about Crockett, but lots of ladies getting into the stat sheet tonight. Geitzen and Fury and Winterquist coming on late, and Jalbert with some big aces as well. Your just thoughts on the contributions, how the game flowed tonight?
I mean, I think it's just important for everybody to contribute. If we have one or two hitters that can only put the ball away, then we're really going to struggle. And I think that those girls are getting more confident stepping into those big roles, and Natalia has been doing a great job. Lauren is out with an ankle injury, so Natalia has been filling in for her, and she's just been really good at being confident and coming in and swinging hard.
Of course, a lot of Region 1 games left to go here, and many of them on YourLiveEvent.com. Angie, we'll see you down the road. Congratulations. Enjoy this one and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
We'll come back for our final thoughts next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip, while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Halstead Telephone Company is now accepting applications for a full-time customer service representative. Primary duties is to provide customer care on inbound calls and for walk-in traffic, provide proactive sales to customers and administrative duties following the sale of products and services, complete general bookkeeping and other office duties as assigned. Halstead Telephone Company provides a competitive wage and generous benefits package, including health, dental, vision, paid vacation, sick time, and retirement. Go to the website for more information, halsteadtel.com/careers. Position will remain open until filled.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
And we're kind of wrapping things up here. Again, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, that was Hayden Crockett from Northern Cass with the win on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 25, 22, 23, and 15. Final scores around our regions here, Region 1, Region 2. Park River, Fortville, Lincoln, straight sets victory over Midway Minto, 25-12, 13, and 11. Central Cass, straight sets win over Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 25-17, 27-25, 25-21. Legden Area Moore Munich, Blanks North Border, straight sets win for them. And as well around Region 1, Region 2, Enderlin over Hankinson, 25-15, 8, and 19. Thompson straight sets win over DVE, Drayton Valley Edinburgh, 25-13, 22, and 15. Sargent County leading Maple River right now 2-1, 25-20, 25-21, 20-25. Carrington straight sets win over New Rockford Cheyenne, a little bit further out, 25-19, 19, and 15. And Cavalier leading 2-1 over Larimore, 25-17, 25-22, 23-25, 14-8. That about wrap things up here for Northern Cass. For Lillian Austin, camera operator tonight, it's James Martins saying, Region 1 volleyball fans, show some pride. Have a great rest of your evening.